Um, Mojito being a 15-year-old senpai, like, Stukov clearly just wants to, like, be his friend and learn from him.
So our neighbor's cat also does a little roaming. She's got like a little air tag collar. And whenever she comes into the yard, Ayani's like, hey, like Ayani doesn't give a shit. She'll just look at her and she'll look at him and whatever. And she's a baby. She's like maybe a year old. Tabby, however, jumps on the window, like stands up on his hind feet, like as tall as he can. And when he does that, he comes up to like my waist, mind you. And he puts his paws on the window and he just goes, wow, wow, like hyper territorial.
Tabby is such a brick shithouse, my god.
He'll just pace and like, you know how big Tabby is. Well, when Tabby saw this cat and he gets fluffed up, I'm like, holy shit, like that is a panther. He's just like pacing back and forth in front of my windows.
Once we were predators.
Like, get out! Get out! Get
It reminds
out.
me of Nims. Like, Nims is our cat that's sort of neurotic and hides when company comes over. But she's chunky. Like, she's a heavy cat. She's like 17, 18 pounds. And
the
normally
Get Out
she's
movie
really
poster, but just Tabby on the front of it.
And she will have conflicts with the other cats, and her right hook, like, she smacked one of the other cats, and, like, I heard it.
Damn.
The other cat walked away dazed. I was like, damn.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try to put the microphone down. I don't know if you can hear this purring.
Yeah.
A little bit of purring.
little bit.
His little cat mouth is like right up against the microphone and he's just purring hard.
Oh, there's a little. Yeah, purring doesn't come through mics very well, sadly.
Oh my god, we did it. After tech issue, bowel issue, forge issues, we finally got online. Holy shit. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. We did it. We've defeated...
Forge?
The evil is defeated.
Oh yeah, can we level up since we defeated Forge?
Not today.
Rip.
Level up, you just got here.
Yeah, and I contributed a lot last round. Where's my fucking level?
Alright, everybody. Let's do a quick recap, and we'll get right into it. As we take our heroes and move from the region of Polaris back to the region of Auralia, place of eternal light, we begin to unravel the secrets of the Arboreans, as Bonsai follows a shaky lead about finding out a little bit more history. Why exactly they've gone missing. And it turns out some of the were-ravens that were sent to find, that Catherine was once familiar with, are no longer here. The weeping treants that you encountered, rotted, undead trees full of insects and, well, death, seemed to blame Bonsai for his extended absence. And the were-ravens were nowhere to be seen. And when questioned about the were-ravens, the treants had responded that it was too late. Not elaborate further. As you all continue into the various groves, you begin searching. We're going to return back to the Whispering Woodland, and I'm going to have you all reconvene, discuss your next steps. One moment, please. Sorry, this guy.
Yeah, didn't we disintegrate you?
Yeah, I was like,
This
he is definitely gone.
is the part where you fall down.
As we return to the Whispering Woodland, you find yourself in a grove with strange imprints pressed in grass under you. A bonsai, upon seeing them, had a brief vision of Arborians of the past, singing together in harmony, creating some sort of resonance that affected physical, the phrases, a song that reflected the three things that were important to Arborians. These were three aspects of magic, namely physical magic, mental magic, spiritual magic. Think of a there's a large moss-covered rock to the northeast that you are beginning to take a look at and trying to decipher with runesmith. That is where we will begin today, as your battle with the treants had just ended. Some of you being slightly worse for the wear. May begin.
Drian walks up to Rain. In the future, can we avoid giving up the advantage and just go after our prey first?
No, we fucking can't. Sometimes we have to try to talk to people. We can't just murder things. The person who just left tended to sun first and ask questions later sometimes.
It was pretty obvious they were going to fight us.
Pretty obvious. It's not the same as certain.
Well, to be clear, they actually did seem amenable to letting us leave peacefully until you demanded I fireball them, Flix.
That's true, but that's because they demanded that we murder Bonsai.
Well, that was for them to help us. We could have still left peacefully.
Flix, you notice that Drian is giving you a long look, and then he looks to Rain. Is this a thing this one does a lot?
Oh, which part?
Right.
Putting his foot in his mouth
exactly?
and causing violence to follow? Yes.
Yeah, that. Okay. All right.
Also demanding that we speak to everyone and try and convince them of, change their ways. Also, actually, kind of yes.
Right. I'm equal opportunity. I give everyone a chance.
Size.
They just usually fail to take that chance.
You remember when you asked if we'd made plans and Flick said he was enthusiastic about plans? About the making of plans. The following of plans.
No, that is
so.
not true. I have both masterminded and executed a number of plans. Well, attempted to. Sai ruined several of them.
Drian walks away, approaches Bonsai, claps upon his shoulder. You did well, though. I wasn't sure what to make of you. Good job back there.
I was going to say the same to you, but I don't know if the praise you're giving me is totally deserved. I felt like I was just watching you like a blur, solving all of our issues. And of course, Rain, you did some amazing things.
Yeah, you saw what she did. I mean, is anything left of that one?
No, at least not in the physical form, but maybe elsewhere. Maybe there's still healing that can be done.
Well, don't sell yourself short. That shit with the whip was interesting. I'd never seen that before, so good job.
You're awfully opinionated for a bodyguard.
What?
I said you were opinionated for a bodyguard. Did I stutter?
Do people in wherever the fuck you come from not have opinions?
Well, sometimes. Usually they're a little more circumspect.
Drian stares at you again.
Flick stares
Oh dear,
back.
look at this large moss-covered stone that I was looking at before all hell broke loose.
Drian sidles up to Rain's side.
I believe before the tree ant situation, Raid was trying to investigate this large stone plinth.
That is correct. The plinth is currently covered by a large amount of moss. You can brush it aside if you investigate further.
We'll use one of those. We'll add a mage hand to the mage hand spam. Start ripping the moss off.
I will aid your investigation.
Make me an investigation check.
You're aiding Flix, you said?
Yeah.
Ooh, 24 with Rain and Flix both peeling the moss back from the stone. It reveals sunken in runes that immediately clear to Bonsai. Bonsai, you begin hearing in your head that soft singing sound of Arborians singing together in harmony. You feel
Rain,
the same.
careful.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just asking Rain to be careful with ripping off the moss.
Do you see something?
I may. Let me think about it for a little bit longer.
So should I finish ripping the moss off or no?
No. I'm hearing some voices. Let me finish hearing what they're trying to say.
Oh, very well. Rain steps out of the way of the imaginary voices in Bonsai's head.
As you continue to peel back the moss from the plinth, fully revealing the runes. Bonsai, your dream, your vision concludes as the song ends. There is various wildlife that emerges from the forest, curious, listening to the song. Some of them each going up to an Arborean in turn. The Arborians kneel down and pet their new companion. Now it becomes more clear. The song was a summoning sort of ritual for the Arborean to find a familiar creature to them from the forest, something that they would care for.
Rain and Drian and Flix, I know what I need to be doing while I'm here, but I feel like even with all of my capabilities, I'm not up to the same standards that you are. I feel like something's missing. Something's not complete. For me to help with Arctis, I think I might need a minute still in this grove. Is that okay? Can we rest here for a moment?
To do what exactly? I'm certainly not opposed, but I am curious.
I'm not entirely sure, but it might actually be better if you stepped away from the runes. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, take your time.
All right.
Oh, Drian, that's closer to the runes. I mean this entire grove.
Why don't we go over here? Rain will walk to the far south end of the grove where this is where we came from, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know much
Bonsai?
about runes?
Runes or ruins? Which are you asking?
Runes.
The answer would have been yes for both, but
Drian just
Honestly.
stares at you with no hint of humor.
Bonsai, while the runes evoked a memory, as they are written in a strange old Arborean language that is currently unfamiliar to you, you get a sense that they are runes of binding, runes of protection.
Arctis, I beseech you, and Bonsai's saying this in a mix of Sylvan and a mix of Celestial, whatever feels most natural. Give me a little bit of guidance here and help me understand what I should be doing next. Cast guidance on themselves, and then looking down at the runes of the Arboreans that's in the middle of the field. Is that made of like grass or plants?
It looks like there are impressions in the grass, and then the grass has grown over it. So the greener grass is grass that has not been pressed down or has an indent, but all these darker areas are pressed and.
Okay. Bonsai is going to try to very carefully grow the grass that feels like it's creating the runes of those 3 elements that are special to the Arboreans, and is going to cast plant growth on all of that in the area.
Ooh. Good.
He's trying to basically re-energize their power as much as possible and try to push back whatever pestilence was corrupting the other weeping treants.
Bonsai, the grass noticeably grows quick and lush around these embedded runes underneath. And then they begin to wilt, strangely. The only parts that wilt are these embedded parts in the earth. The rest of the grass grows high around it, threatening to obscure it from view. But whatever is embedded in this earth, definitely resisting attempts to grow.
Curious, Bonsai kind of steps towards the center of that area and triggers the divine sense to see if that can help understand what's going on.
Treon takes out a pack of playing cards and just begins shuffling them absently.
Lex zips over. What are we playing?
Nothing right now, but blackjack generally.
Bonsai, you stare down into this central area. There's a faint green light coming from under the earth. Something is buried there.
Yeah, Bonsai's going to actually take the wooden shield, so the shield that Saithius was carrying around, and use it as essentially a shovel and try to uncover whatever is buried there.
As you begin to dig through the grass, you expose a glittering green gem. Make me an Arcana check. Oh, wow. Okay, well, immediately you recognize it as a Borean shard. It is, you can tell by the top of it and just how it's situated in the earth that it goes down very, very far. Like a massive piece, probably at least 5 feet long, and around it is more solid ground. Dig it with the shield. Your shield thunks upon stone. The grass and the dirt have overgrown this area for quite some time. As you push the dirt around a bit with the shield, you begin to realize that you're not standing on just grass-impressed runes, but a massive stone slab inscribed with multiple historical runes, namely about the Arboreans. You continue digging.
Can Bonsai get a sense if this was put there by Arboreans or put there by something else?
You get the sense that this was placed there by the Arboreans. It is very close to home. In the center of the crystal in the center, you feel a faint elemental energy coming off of it. And that it seems like your plant growth got it to just spark barely with whatever remaining resonance inside of it. But whatever power it was carrying has been long, long spent.
Arctis, I don't know if I fully understand, but I feel like I'm getting some direction from you that this might be the right path. Can you give me a little bit more guidance and maybe some other signal? And Bonsai steps back. Not sure if this is an element, but they're going to cast Moonbeam on that location.
Ooh. Good. The grass, unfamiliar with the powers of the moon, begins to wilt slightly under the scintillating light. Nothing else, excuse me, nothing else occurs. Bonsai, without understanding the Arborean language, it may be difficult for you to transcribe these runes. But whatever is etched onto this massive stone tablet or dais or whatever you're standing on must be of great importance. And the Borean shard in the center, at the very least, with your 23 Arcana. Sorry, let me get a drink of water.
Hey, Blix. Bonsai's using the mental
Excuse
link. Do you still have that helmet that lets you understand languages, even the ones that you haven't studied?
Yes, it's a hat.
Do you mind if I borrow it real quick?
It won't let you read anything.
Ah. Well, never mind then. But
Do you
thank
need
you.
to read
Spoken
something?
languages.
Yes, Rain, there's all these runes here. I can't quite understand what they're about, but it feels very important.
Mm-hmm. What else did you find? Are we allowed to walk on the thing?
Yes, it feels like anything living seems totally fine to be around here. Just be careful not to step inside the moonbeam. That might be quite painful.
Oh, that's a very large Borean shard.
It goes down deeper than I was expecting.
Is the
Rain,
Go
it
ahead.
is just faintly glowing with a lime green glow, but it is quickly fading as the elemental energy that Bonsai had placed into it with his plant growth spell is dissipating.
Looks
does
like
Rain,
it needs to be charged, right?
does Rain get the impression that it is part of a protective spell of this place, and that it's waning thin, or that it was something that might have been afflicting the trees here and its power is spent?
Rain, make me an Arcana check. On his high.
No.
Rain, this was a part of a sealing spell. And the seal, placed in the magics in this Borean shard. This Borean shard was meant to be used as a battery to seal something away, similar to what you would do with a I wouldn't say like a banishment spell, but more like if you were to contain something. I'll leave it as that.
Does it seem like the containment has been broken,
It seems
or
like
is it still in place?
It seems like the containment is waning or gone.
What do you suppose it was meant to keep out?
Well, perhaps we can solve that by reading these runes. But I'll need a minute. Rain is going to cast Comprehend Languages ritually.
I think that's what the hat does.
No, we've covered this. I think the hat does something. It's a different one. I don't know. Comprehend Languages actually lets you understand written language, though.
Huh.
Rain, as this entire area has been overgrown with time and with elements, the only parts of the runes that you see are the ones that Bonsai has uncovered with his shield as he dug into earth. This part goes into the Arboreans' elemental connection, Arctis, and their dedication to the preservation of nature. It is very basic, but it is all you get. You have not uncovered the rest.
Well, then comprehend languages should work. Comprehend languages wouldn't let you talk, though, so maybe we've been doing it the reverse this whole time, Flex.
Oh, I think that's the problem.
Oh, you can't speak it.
You just
Yeah,
know
so
it.
we've been doing the
You just
opposite of
understand
comprehend
it.
languages the whole time. You've been using it as tongues, not as comprehend
Yeah,
language.
all right. GG.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Rain, and you can tell that the nature of this sealing spell was protective. And not suppressive, as if something else was sealing it away because it was dangerous. It was something that sealed away because it was too precious.
Interesting.
Without uncovering the rest of the runes, you will not get additional context.
Well, Bonsai, we have a few options. We can clear away the rest of these runes and continue to read and understand what may have been sealed here. I do just so happen to have several large green Borean shards. If we wanted to re-energize this one, I don't know how long they would last, comparing sizes, but I do have 3 of them.
Are they
Or
fully charged? Also, Dreon, I noticed you react at the mention of Borean shard. Are you familiar with them, or are you a bit lost here?
Guessing something magical, but no, I don't specifically know what a Arborean shard is.
Alright, so the long version... Actually, no. The short version is, the magic of Arctis coalesced into these crystals, and they are associated with different types of magic. And they're exclusive to Arctis, and they generally have all sorts of power in them. Do you want more context than that?
Do they explode?
Some can, I imagine, though it's not common. Have you ever seen one explode, Rain? I'm reasonably sure one can.
we do have vague concerns about Lucaris exploding at literally any time because of the power fluctuations, so presumably yes.
But that's not, what they do, exploding. Not the
Lucaris?
primary function.
Sorry, what was that, Dreon?
Who's Lucaris?
Oh, Lucaris is the current or future, depending on how you look at it, ascended of Arctis.
He's also a battery.
Is currently trapped in a crystal, being slowly tainted by a demonic force, and also powers our airship.
Just lots to do around here, huh?
You've missed a lot.
Okay, well, I guess we, from the sound of it, collect these shards.
Well, not necessarily, Dreon. Some are necessary in certain locations. So going back to Rain's questions about what do we do next with what we're uncovering here. Rain, we all, as I'm sure you know, have our various strengths, and together we can be stronger. I don't think decision-making is necessarily my strength, and I leave it to you to determine what might be best with your very impressive intelligence.
Well, thank you for that, Bonsai. I was more asking, though, out of deference to you and your people. This is, for all intents and purposes, as far as we're aware, you're the last Borean, so this grove does belong to you.
Arborean. Arbor.
Arborean.
Like Arbor, yeah.
Like a tree, as opposed to a tundra.
Rain,
But
that's all
both.
just about perspective. I might be the last Arborean, as you call it, but you are the last Rain Silversong. We are all just living here in Arctis together.
No, that's not how that works. You're a species. Being one of a species is very different from being an individual with personality.
I was asking out of respect, Bonsai.
Yes, Flix, I hear you, but sorry, Rain, one moment. I don't feel closer connected to those treants that we just put to rest than I do to you. and I know I haven't been around here very long, but already I feel way more connected to you, Flix, Rain, and even in just a few days, Drion is seeming quite closer to me than those treants.
Right, but they were walking corpses.
Moonbeam dissipates as the time has passed.
Brion raises his shoulders. It's really up to Bonsai how they feel.
Well, either way, we could continue talking about this later. For now, Rain, though, I appreciate your respect, but I don't think that needs to factor into deciding what we do next and deciding how we best protect Arctis from clearly growing danger.
Well, then let's clear away this large stone slab then, and read what else is here. I'm hesitant to just dive in experimenting with magics until we know the full circumstances of what we're dealing with.
That seems logical.
Unusually cautious of us, but I'm generally in favor of it.
No, I'm generally very cautious when it comes to very powerful wards of protection that I'm not familiar with, Flix.
Well, are there any other factors involved with this? Aside from the raw magic? Some element of ritual or something of that nature? Something revealed by the runes?
The runes are sealing something. It does not seem to be something evil. It seems to be something powerful and precious, perhaps. But it's not clear to me that the sealing spell is still intact with the state of the Borean shard.
If the Borean shard is dead, it
Well,
does
it's
seem
not.
unlikely.
It's very low energy, but that doesn't mean that it's beyond the point of being able to power the spell. That's what I'm getting
something
at.
precious, you said.
Yes.
Well, let's break it open.
Well, perhaps if we clear it, we can understand more about what the runes are meant to keep inside, and then we can determine whether it's something that we should reseal or... Again, perhaps it's already broken and whatever was in there has been pilfered, in which case resealing it would do nothing.
All right. Well, let's get clearing. Flix uses Mage Hand to start clearing moss. Is that what moss? Grass? Is that what this is?
Well, thanks to Bonsai, a fuck ton of grass.
This would have been easier before you made all this grass happen.
Yes, but sometimes we don't know the solution to a problem until we've gone through different problems.
That's true. We don't know the solution to a problem until we've created other problems. That is terribly accurate.
Do you all begin digging in the dirt?
Leon, are you familiar with a card game named Stabber?
What check would that be, Christina?
Hold on. I'm thinking? Sleight of hand?
Alright, let's try it.
I would say sleight of hand modifier with your intelligence save. So you're int... Oh, that's at a -1, so 14.
I mean, it's poker, basically, right?
You've heard of it. You've seen people play it in the bars, but you may not be the best at it. You're not really patient enough in the card games.
Drion shrugs. I'm really more of a blackjack guy.
Oh, well, all right. Well, if you change your mind and you want to play it sometime, let me know.
Drion nods. And then gets back to helping clear with his glaive.
How are you all best clearing the dirt? As you clear and dig down into the earth, you notice that soil and the elements, leaves and compost have all been growing here for a while. Time has ravaged this stone slab and brought it back to grass growing within it has grown at different paces, according to how much sun it has gotten in the stony recesses. And as you are all clearing together, the runes become more and more clear. In the area, this massive stone slab that you're on has deep grooves engraved into it. And the more you clear, the more you see that it is shaped like a tree. branches on all sides and roots extending into the earth. The semblance of a head at the top, with branches growing out of it as well. It gives you a very rough semblance of bonsai. Maybe if he were a ancient totem, such. 3 interconnected, circular, knot-like carvings are in the center of the tree, all vertically in the middle. And these circles, which are not perfect circles, they're more like tree knots, are connected together, feed off of each other. It takes a significant amount of time to clear this entire area out. Big in the endless sun. The only sense of time that you get passing is that the sun changes from a nice bright yellow, simmering golden orange.
Huh. Can I use an illusion to make shade? Can I block light with illusions?
You cannot block light with illusion.
Well,
You create light as an illusion. Just like we had this mirror discussion. Stop trying to use illusions and to do weird shit.
no, but it's fun though.
Can you just cast darkness like 15 feet above us?
Wow, that's a good question. So, what happens in a situation like that?
That you cast
I think that
darkness above you? That would provide shade, because light does not penetrate the darkness. It would be like a big black, like, ball above you.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll use one of my casts of darkness in order to give everybody lovely shade.
Well, that certainly helps you all not get exhausted.
And I'll sing a little bit. I'll do a little bit of bardic performance. It's okay.
The time
19.
passes, and Flick serenades you with work. You expose the full splendor of the Arborean carving underneath. Bonsai. This is a carved history of the Arboreans, but not their personal history, more like their purpose. The 3 knots, each in the center of the totem, indicating the 3 elements of Arctis the Arboreans are closest tied to. Physical, one that places them in the earth, on the earth, and as a part of the earth. And the elemental, the essence of nature. Second one, who are the closest to. And then the spiritual, down at the bottom, where the roots are of the Arborean. Now this spiritual nature, Rain, this gets very interesting towards the bottom. As the spiritual nature of the Arboreans, actually let's start with the physical. The top part details the physical nature of the Arboreans and their relationship to Arctis, as they are custodians of Arctis to keep the places of nature growing freely and to allow the cycle of life to proceed as it should, and that all things, even on Arctis, should be in balance, that there is life and death that should all occur in harmony. The second, the elemental, as the Arboreans are very closely tied to nature. They understand it. The elements understand them. The trees, the grasses, the seeds. They too can harness the powers of nature. Some Arboreans choose to become druids and interconnect themselves entirely with the land, while others have become paladins like you, championing cause, namely to protect the land from what would poison it, or destroy it, or potentially bring harm to it, and its cycle that must be upheld. And the last knot in the tree, the Arborean's spiritual connection to Arctis, is the most important of all. As the Arboreans are descended from ancient treants who are considered the roots of the world. And in this story, these massive treants, these ancient beings, their purpose in the earth was to plant their roots in the ground and ensure that it was not the soil breaking up. The waters grew too rough, winds too strong. The roots held together all of the worlds that surrounded Arctis, lived in harmony with Arctis. The elemental world, those that fire elementals, air elementals live on, those planes, they are separate from the world of Arctis, but they are connected. They are connected and held together from floating off by the roots of the world. There are other planes as well that are connected with Arctis. There is an ethereal plane as well, where spirits of nature hide from the eyes of men, and where dreams can live untethered from reality. The dreaming sits just as close to the physical world as the ethereal does as well, but these are all held together by the roots of the world. There is a wall between these for a reason, but that is not the purpose of the roots. The purpose of the roots is to keep these things together and allow them to be interconnected without them becoming lost in the vastness of the cosmos. And the Arboreans, descended from great ancient treants, are a part of the roots of the world. And it is in their nature to understand, to protect, that these worlds are connected, but separate for a reason. Things on the elemental plane are built to live there. Fire elementals live in the fiery vastness and the ecosystem of that plane. But the magics all flow through roots. They do not necessarily nourish, but they make sure all of the world. And so, the Arboreans are a part of 3 worlds. And 3 of the 6 things that are considered to make up all of Arctis, and that is the physical, the elemental, spiritual, but also memory, will, and emotion. All of these things make up everything in Arctis. The Arboreans consider themselves to be custodians of both physical, the elemental, and the spiritual parts of the world, as their gods and who they held in the highest regard. Kept everything together and allowed the magics of Arctis to flow freely in the plains. It is a lot to understand, but that is the name of the Arboreans. It does not detail what has happened to them, but this is more an informative thing of their purpose and the plinth that is attached to this. details how the Arboreans summon their nature-bound companions. Assist them. Whatever they may need, at least on the physical part of the world. And that ritual both connects them spiritually, physically, to the creature.
How do you see this bit here, Bonsai? There's something about summoning guardians? It's a thing that you do? Can you do that?
I believe so. When you were uncovering the plinth over there, I was getting a vision of I don't know who, but it seemed like the guardians of this forest and guardians of Arctis, and they were accompanied by other spirits to kind of balance out their capabilities. I could try. I think.
Well, at the very least, they might be able to tell us what's going on here, if you're able to summon them.
Yeah, and I think we've uncovered enough to kind of piece this all together, so let me see if this works.
When you're asking questions, don't forget that we're here to find out if there's any ancient pacts we can take advantage of.
Well, we have to find the ravens of this place. They're the ones who would know. Perhaps those are the guardians. Who knows?
Indeed, or their spiritual guardians who might know. I'm simply reminding everyone what we're here to accomplish. In addition to, uncovering the secrets of Bonsai's past and what have you.
Well, Flix, we're here to protect Arctis so that those secrets that you're talking about are actually still relevant. But I hear you, and I understand.
Right, I mean, protecting Arctis is reductivist. We've got to do all the little steps in between.
Rain, make me an Arcana check.
Certainly not attending.
Actually, roll me a 1d4. Somebody redeem chat guidance. You get free guidance. Okay. Rain, as you uncover, especially the bottom part of the spiritual part of Arborians, you get a good sense that whatever the Arborians refer to as the roots of the world are just called ley lines.
Oh shit. You know what? I bet all your roots are all fucked by the slow. They're ley lines.
Like everything else here.
I was getting kind of the same sense as you, but that's awesome that you pieced that together. Let me see if I can summon a stronger connection, as you reminded me I'm capable of doing.
Well, look, the dance steps are right there on the plinth, so just follow those, right?
Bonsai looks over and just nods.
No freestyling, unless that's a thing that you do.
Freestyling? I don't really have a style, it's just me.
Well, no, it's something you do just, as the feeling hits you. But sometimes rituals don't appreciate that. And they get cranky.
I think that's more for your magic. My connection to Arctis is very different.
Oh, no. I have to follow my steps very, very closely.
Oh, that's what I mean. I do not. Bonsai is going to step to the spiritual connection and place Saithis' shield on the ground. If I can do that. Create new pile. Kind of worked. Over the Borean shard that is there. Bonsai is of the belief that that shield is made of ancient Arborean or Treean wood. And with that placed on the ground, they're going to cast Find Greater Steed.
Oh.
Quite some time, though, and they're going to do a lot of weird things to do that.
Bonsai, the song that came to you, Synth, still resonates. You have a feeling that you are going to attempt to sing in order to get the resonance.
Nope, not worth it. Pack it up. Let's go somewhere else.
You don't have to really sing, but there may be.
What's the problem, Bonsai?
No, I'm joking. I personally, Trevor, do not like singing.
No, totally fair. Not gonna make my players sing.
Yeah,
I'll
Bonsai
sing
just
for you.
naturally lets that
Foxy
kind of
thing for you.
feeling wash over them, and is going to sing or chant whatever feels natural.
Okay,
With the guidance of
I'm gonna actually gonna pinch hit here. Okay, so you hear from Bonsai, ba da 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 da.
I will actually contribute some bardic inspiration to this singing effort and assist.
There used to be it. I don't know the rest of the words of the song.
Kiss
Honestly-
from a rose on the ground. Ooh,
Baby!
baby. Don't I will fucking do it. I will belt it out.
I mean, I
I
assume
hope
that's
it's
enough to
not
summon
kiss
a,
from a rose.
that's enough to summon a steed, right?
Summon
I mean, you
something.
summon. Can he summon a seal?
It's better than all of us poorly karaokeing Lady Gaga, so.
Ba, 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 ba.
Rama, Rama, Ma.
Yeah, I've chosen not to karaoke on purpose.
Bonsai, you place the shield down and a thrumming energy begins to appear. This spiritual shard glows with a faint cherry blossom pink energy. The runes and sigils begin to activate around it, glowing brightly, even under some of the uncleaned dirt. The shield begins to glow brightly, not with fire and not damaging, with a powerful green light. And when the light sitting before you, Bonsai's powerful. Bonsai, describe your steed for me.
Oh no. Well, Rain and Flix will probably get some memories and some flashbacks here. Hopefully not some PTSD, but the face of this steed is very cat-like. Looks exactly like the tiger face etched into Saithis' shield. And their body is a spiritual saber-toothed tiger form with two majestic wings sprouting out the sides.
Oh, see, I knew you had some connection to your own self's past.
Any
That's
remaining
not what I expected.
crystal, or excuse me, power seeping from the elemental crystal center goes out, the light winking.
But, I'm forced to ask, what does this have to do with summoning the Guardians of the Past?
Well, in my memory, all of the guardians seem to have some sort of animal companion that helped them feel more confident and ready to protect what they needed to or accomplish the goals that they had in front of them. So I guess this feels like this makes sense that this flying tiger, I guess, is mine. So hopefully they or he will help me with whatever we're trying to do.
Great. Do they know what's going on here then?
Yes, ask it.
Oh. Bonsai reaches forward and gives a little scratch behind the ears and communicates telepathically, because I think that's a thing I can do. Yeah. And try to get a sense for how are they feeling, first of all.
Sure.
How's he feeling?
What is the personality of your steed like, Bonsai? Unless you would like for me to YOLO.
I mean, it is a character that's been around for a little while, is very unsure of itself, or himself. Not very smart, not very aware of traps, doesn't learn very well. Rain, Flix, you want to help me out here?
No, you're doing great, buddy.
Yeah.
What's something you remember of Saithius?
Enjoys cooking. Really wants to belong.
Oh yeah, Bonsai immediately gives Saithius a good berry.
Saithius puts it in his mouth and goes to investigate this plinth.
Hey, where are you going? You are much faster than I am. We have to stay close.
Well, that's true to Bonds. That's definitely true to Sai, rushing off to do something without consulting anyone.
He is chasing the butterflies.
I feel like I'm missing some key context here.
Well, it's dreadfully complicated. Do you want the long version or the short version?
Short version.
Before Bonsai was Bonsai, they were an idiot.
Fair enough.
Flix, I don't believe that was me at all, but I gather from context clues and how you talk about your previous companion, that seems to look like this one, for why you would have that opinion.
So just to be clear here,
some affection.
Your friend, your guardian, has no idea what's going on. I'm gathering, unless we're supposed to play with the butterflies,
which we could totally do, and perhaps we should.
Flix, can you fly up there?
Bonsai, you do get a sense that he does not know what's going on, but these butterflies are really cool, and you should join. Play with the butterflies. Why wouldn't you? It's a beautiful day.
Well, I mean,
Bonsai, Saithius, can you come back down here?
There is a certain justice in all of this.
We can't really call it Saithius, can we?
Why would I do that?
Well, I would like to go up there with you, and it would be much more fun to do things together, but you need to come down and pick me up first.
No, I think you should come up here first. That would make more sense.
Bonsai tries to climb the plinth and see if they can get their way up.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh no.
You can do it. Oh, you scamper up easily using the runes as handholds. I will move you. Did it.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for the flying steed to fly down and pick you up?
Don't be silly. The butterflies are up here.
Yeah, I don't think that's their prerogative. We're gonna need to figure out how to work together with them.
Does the steed speak Sylvan? Can I understand?
It does. It does. It does speak Sylvan.
Telepathically.
It does speak telepath.
It's pretty dumb. Like.
Yeah, int 6.
True to form. Yeah.
This explains so very much.
I think int 6 is actually an upgrade over Sai.
So it is Sylvan. That's their main language, or Sai's main language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bonsai climbs gingerly onto the back of Saithius and tries to hang on.
I believe after I move you off this rock, you can fly around. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Flix. They're much more likely to follow my commands now. Even though they're still very distracted by those butterflies, I can't quite get them to look away from it. But, Drion, this might help me be able to catch up to you in combat.
Does that thing take orders? I don't know.
It's more like plans. I don't know if it's so much orders.
Well, let's just. Yeah. All right.
Wow, this is a delightful interlude.
Through the butterflies, Bonsai. Happily flitting about, wee, doing spins and twirls, and going through the butterflies and playing with them without damaging or scratching.
Drion looks over at Rain. I don't understand how you all have not died yet.
Well, because I can vaporize things with my fingers. That's
yeah, that probably. And then he folds his arm over his chest and looks back at the nonsense.
Also, I have quite some facility with making sure traps don't kill us.
Flix does things sometimes, too.
Occasionally.
Flix seems like a competent fighter. He's just, I don't know, what's the word I've heard? Eccentric.
Well, so anyway, I gather that what energy was expended here to summon very, very useful guardian spirit who does not have any idea what's going on, has certainly, if the sealing spell was not depleted, it is now depleted, given the fact that, well, the Borean shot is dead.
It's completely dark.
So, that's cool.
All right. Congratulations on your new friend. I'm glad that this happened. And now you'll get some sense of who you were, which is wonderful. But we still need to accomplish things here. Do you suppose there's more writings hidden somewhere, or perhaps there's more writing on that plinth? Plinth? That's a funny word to say, plinth. Say it often enough and you'll just... It stops being a real word, plinth.
Yeah, you're right, Flix. Let's check more. And Bonsai, with an aerial view, gets a wider perspective of what's going on. Tries to read the plinth. Tries to see if looking at things more holistically from from above makes a difference.
Looking at it from above gives you the bird's eye view of the entirety of the Song of Summoning.
It looks like we need to... Oh. No, that's actually just what I just did. I don't know if there's more here, Flix or Rain.
Well, I guess I could try singing it. I don't think I'm the right species.
I don't know that I want to know what your spirit guardian is, but no, actually, I very much do, yes.
Oh, let's find out.
Perhaps give me just one moment. Rain is going to, now that we have this all cleared away, is going to see if there are any seams in this stone slab. Is there a physical, like, patch or seal or anything here? Or was this all a spiritual seal, I guess?
Make me an investigation check.
And is Catbird the thing that was hidden here?
Rain, you do not see anything that makes you think that there is a hatch or opening on here. But much like the trees, their roots tend to grow deep.
All right, well, Flix, do you want to do the dance?
Dance? Is there dancing involved? Yes, I'll do whatever's required.
I think you just do whatever feels right to you.
I thought... Didn't you say something about very specific dance steps?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just making things up.
All right, let me read. All right, Flix can read, Sylvan. What the hell's going on here?
It's not in Sylvan.
He puts on his hat of comprehend languages. Does it?
This ritual is only meant for Arborians and will function on anyone else. You do not have the connection to Arctis required in order to summon an element or a spirit of nature that is tied to you. You are a creature of the dreaming. And your ties to the physical world are tenacious at best.
Nope, nothing doing. Unfortunately, this is an Arborean-only ritual, which means that you're going to have to do it, Bond.
Well, he did it. He just did it.
Well,
this is what we got.
This is it.
Evidently.
Well, we're still looking for the ravens, right? Maybe we can just set Saethius to go find the ravens and see what happens.
Do you really think, based on what you've seen, that's just you're gonna say go find the ravens, and this Saethius is just gonna go find the ravens and not maybe I don't know chase butterflies?
Hey, Saethius, go find the ravens. The guardian ravens of this grove.
Back to the butterflies.
In fairness, if this was actually Saethius would have been like, Flix, why don't you go find the ravens?
It's true.
You
That's
get kind
true.
of a
That's
in his
so
head.
painfully true.
Flix can fly.
Yes.
You don't hear that. Only Bonsai hears it.
Flix, he is indicating that you can fly, and maybe you need to go find something. Or maybe he's challenging you to see who can catch more butterflies faster.
Oh, I can.
Well,
Definitely me. Whee! Whee! Oh, this is really fun.
Well, they're enjoying life, it seems.
That's splendid. I'm delighted that your spirit companion, after being dissolute for so long, is enjoying existence. I remain just a tiny bit goal-oriented, though.
Rion,
I
how
would
are
like
you with tracking?
Achieve some goals while we're here. I like that.
That's surprising, Flix. I feel like you're about ready for some R&R right around now.
No, I had plenty of R&R back in Borealis.
Okay, well, let's get moving then. Maybe Rain has found something over there.
Drion shrugs. Okay.
Yeah, well, one of the trees came from here. Maybe we just track it the old-fashioned way. Yeah?
Drion kneels down and actually begins sniffing at the ground.
Oh.
Okay,
Make me a survival check, please. What are you investigating, Flix?
I'm investigating the butterflies. Maybe there's actually something to them.
Drion crinkles his nose.
Smells like dirt, Drion.
I'm not used to tracking trees. And then he stands back up.
It's not much of a hunter then.
Flix, these ethereal green butterflies seem to be infused with the energy of elemental creatures.
So no secret curses, no ravens in disguise.
They await the blossoming of new flowers that have grown on the moss of this plinth, but now the moss is on the ground, so they are distressed.
Oh, honestly. Bonsai, can you restore the moss using that spell you used before with the grass? At the very least, we ruined the butterfly's flowers. The least that we can do is restore them.
Oh, of course. And before doing that, Bonsai is going to command to Saithius to do a nice little strafing run. And as Saithius is flying through, Bonsai is going to drop a good berry on each of these 3 locations.
Okay. Plop, plop, plop. Rain, I was gonna say the Arborean shards had a faint magical resonance, but they do not any longer. A couple of the butterflies flitting into your detect magic radius are magical.
We established that these roots run under here. Is Rain able to pick up a semblance of any of the roots?
You detect nothing underneath this wooden slab.
Oh, it's wood, not stone.
I'm sorry, stone slab. I'm sorry.
Like an absence of anything, like a notable absence of anything, or just regular nothing?
Just regular nothing.
Bonsai flies up into the air with Saithius and then casts plant growth again on the area.
The moss begins to blossom and grow back as it's placed back on the plinth. And the butterflies sip from the flowers that grow there. Saithius bounces back and forth, looking at the butterflies happily as they drink, just marveling.
I do have to say that Saithius's winged spirit is significantly happier than Saithius was. I suspected him being a bit depressed, honestly.
Saithius, after you feed the butterflies, they begin flying in this direction.
Wait, that
Everyone
worked.
And hover there for a moment.
It looks like there's a spiritual door over here, potentially.
All right, do you guys move on through the woods as the butterflies show you a thin path through the trees?
We do.
Yes,
well,
but
Flix does.
Real quick, Christina, the shield that I placed on the ground and then picked back up again didn't appear in my inventory again.
Oh, your spirit guardian has it. I has it. Here, hold on. I can. Let me put it back on the ground real quick. He picked it up. Boop. Yeah, go get it.
All right.
This is flying 40 feet in the air. Catch.
I like that your aura affects the shield.
Thus.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. One moment, please. As we continue deeper into the Whispering Woodland.
Are you moving us there?
I am moving. I am moving you. Be patient. I said one moment, please. Momento, por favor.
Wait for the butterflies, Flicks. Fuck.
You know what? Y'all complain when Flix gets distracted and gets left behind. I'm trying to stay on the ball and proceed through forests at a pace matching that of my companions. I think that's a good thing.
That's fair, and I appreciate that.
Nick, you have a job, and it's to be a silly man. Don't you dare fucking try to be all up in my business now.
The butterflies lead you down as a thin stone path appears. The trees overhead become so thick and overlapping, it completely blots out the sun. The trunks of the trees grow noticeably larger as they're dense and lower to the ground, getting more water and the earth becoming softer, spongier as it's not drying out in the constant daylight. The woods here are deep and thick with mushrooms and moss, and the branches, leaves that hang overhead, so thick, cannot see the sun, providing a odd blanket of shade.
Oh boy. That's a big night.
The butterflies leave. The woods stretch out around you. The darkness is quite bothersome, Bonsai. You may notice your vision is limited.
Also lost Scythius.
Oh, you did? Apologies.
Well, he just probably ran off to chase butterflies.
How long does Scythius actually stay up? Like normal? Like, is that a spell?
Yeah, it's just normal find greater steeds, so they're there until they get killed. Or dismiss them.
Dope.
Do you want to mount him again?
Yeah, can you teach a bonsai to mount?
Yeah, if you have your token controls select tokens selected, you can left click and drag to select both you and your steed.
Yep.
And then you can right click the steed, and then there's a little horse icon. It should say move or mount bonsai onto bonsai's steed.
I clicked it.
Did it work?
I might be lagging.
Oh, you might be. Yeah, okay. That seems to move both of you.
I have both selected. Is that the issue?
Oh, well, that also works. I can see if I can mount bonsai onto bonsai.
RTS rules.
It could also just be... Oh, it is lag. Hold on, I'm gonna delete you guys.
Well, it's fun traveling with you guys. Good luck.
Hey, good luck. Goodbye. Oh my god, the servers. I tried to put bonsai back. The struggle is real.
Alright, so I select both, and then right-click on bonsai.
Oh, right-click on your steed?
Oh, no. Right-click.
No, you right-click on your steed. Yeah.
Alright, waiting. Waiting. Clicking it again.
See. No, don't mount bonsai steed onto bonsai. I wonder if a bad break. Let me try and do it for you. Want to see what? One second. Or it just might be buggy. You can have both of them selected for now to move them. That's fine. You have full control over the steed.
Okay.
Continue.
Drion briefly separates from Rain and looks around, taking all of the forest in, seeming mostly perplexed.
The woodlands are thick and difficult to see through at a distance. But at least here, amidst a small cliff and clearing, the path begins to branch out.
Well, it seems to go from here to the north, and there's another path that leads south. Well, Flix is going to dart into the trees and disappear.
Does anyone have experience navigating this kind of place?
I don't believe I do, but I have not been around very long.
I mean, I grew up in large forests, but I'm not a tracker, if that's what you mean.
Just seems like this would be a great place to set up an ambush.
Oh, it certainly is.
Right, Flix, you huddle in the shadows of the tree boughs.
Badly. But I do it.
What's giving you the sense that we could be ambushed, Drion? Do you feel something?
Drion kind of hunches down a little, looking around, but not really appearing all that stealthy. Lots of cover. Dark. Seems like you could get the jump on someone pretty quickly here.
Also, apparently, if we're just fighting trees, we are in a forest full of trees.
Drion raises a brow. You think there's going to be a lot of those?
Well, it is a forest.
We don't hear much about those types of creatures where I'm from.
It's super laggy for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine, weirdly. What's this giant-ass mushroom?
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation or nature?
Whichever you prefer.
Oh, cool. I'll use investigation, because that's better. I know all about this mushroom.
Oh. While nature would tell you more of the exact details of the mushroom, investigation will tell you that these mushrooms are well taken care for. Somebody definitely tends to these. You can tell by some of them are severed off if they have been recently harvested. The cut is clean, as if it were made with a knife.
Alright. Drion, did you mention that you were something of a tracker?
Not of trees.
No, of people. Someone harvested these mushrooms recently.
Drion will do an investigation check.
What are you looking for, Drake?
I guess tracks. If somebody had walked away, or just signs as to what might have been around here that was affecting the mushrooms.
Yeah. As you search near the mushrooms over here, there are indentations in the grass. Someone was kneeling here. Stood up, or kneeling here, cut some mushroom, and then retreated down the path this way.
Drion kneels down in front of the mushrooms and looks around, and then gets back up to one knee for a second, and then kneels again, and then gets back up. Yeah, someone was here. He gestures this way. Looks like they probably went this way. Seems like they were probably trying to take. Seems like they were probably trying to take some of the mushroom.
Which direction did you say they left?
He points this way.
There's a rather large glowing tree over here.
Flix, one moment. You fly over here. Oh, laggy for me. And your crossbow warning goes off.
Well, everyone freeze. Get into cover. He will... Someone here means us ill will.
You do not see it. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
I need to add 3. Oh, wait, I can do... Yeah, situational bonus. Hell yeah.
Yes. That's pretty good. I'm assuming Bonsai's steed goes after Bonsai?
Yeah, I think they're supposed to act at the same time.
Okay.
Just like any other summon.
Put him under you. Flix, make me a very quick perception check. While you are not surprised, and it does not get a surprise round, let's see if you even spot what it is.
I do not.
You do not. One moment, please.
There's something here, but I can't see it.
And as Flix says that, a giant branch as the tree comes to life, its trunk yawning open and emitting a green glow. And a branch swings down, attempting to slam into Flix. He's gonna roll for it. Okay. Flix, you are faster. You're up. The bough yawns to life.
Flix will draw his flaming longsword. Can I hit it from here, or do I have to get closer?
You are too far.
Okay. Yeah, longsword in one hand and crossbow in the other. He will strike. Oh, I have to target it, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. Oh.
Flix, you miss.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'll make another swing.
That'll hit. 16 will hit.
Sweet. So, did it work my sneak attack in there?
No, you have to roll your sneak attack. There you go. Put the damage in there. Oh, pow! Alright, Flix, you drive your dagger into the trunk. What else are you doing?
Does it take extra damage from the fire damage? Does it seem to be flammable, that is?
It does not, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's a horrible miss.
You're not quite sure what part of the tree to hit. Okay, maybe it's the big green glowing part with teeth.
No, yeah, probably. That would probably be good. Yeah, and with that, Flix darts away.
Are you gonna bonus action disengage?
Don't need to. I'm a swashbuckler.
Motherfucker.
Forgot all the swashbuckler rules because he hasn't used them in forever.
I did.
Flix, I should have a long strider. It got removed from me. Let me add it back.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh wait, I'm not done yet. I wanted to insight.
oh, go ahead. Still your turn.
Insight. There it is. 12. Is that enough to find out a hit point bar?
It is. 1 moment, please. There you go. Anything else, Flix?
It doesn't seem to be unusually flammable, which, frankly, is rather surprising.
Rain, you're
Have
up.
you ever tried starting a campfire with wet wood, Flix? Like freshly broken off a tree? It doesn't work very well.
Well, I mean, I use prestidigitation to start campfires, and it's never a problem.
Let's see. Let's insight check first.
Mm-mm. Not high enough.
We will see what kind of spells do we have loaded. Trying to remember what I actually have. We'll go ahead and bonus action Mind Sliver.
Ooh. Okay. That'll make an int save. It'll fail. The tree
All right.
roars as it takes, what is it? 12 psychic damage? And it does not seem to be immune to it.
Indeed. And we will follow it up with Rain will draw a arc through the air, making a larger psychic lance, and hurl Lotham's psychic lance.
Rain, make me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Rain, as you're casting the spell, something feels wrong as you feel the magic slip past your fingers, and the tree begins to slaver. 1 moment, please. Whenever a spell of 5th level or lower is cast within 100 feet of the Devil Bow, it attempts to synthesize the magic. Spell will resolve as normal, but it will have a 50% chance of regaining 1d10 hit points per level of the spell cast.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a or unless Rain wants to roll a d100.
A D100? Oh.
That's a, 50.
Yeah. Sure.
If it is higher, okay, it's gonna synthesize it. It'll make an int save. It'll take 17 damage, is incapacitated. That is a 4th level spell, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to regain 4d10 hit points. It'll regain 22 hit points. The magic begins to soak into the bow, and you notice your lance go right into the green maw of the Devil Bow. And while it does look hurt by the assault, belches loudly as it devours the magic.
Well, he's fat and happy, so go crazy on him. He's at least incapacitated, so fuck that guy.
True. Anything else with your round?
That is the end of Rain's turn.
The Devil Bow's turn. He's incapacitated. Dreon.
All right. Dreon watches this and looks over to Rain and then looks at the thing again and then just kind of scrunches his nose. He's going to move forward and he is going to insight.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nope.
That is not
All
high
right,
enough.
well, okay. Adrian's gonna begin swinging.
Flat lag. Oh, that'll hit. For 7 slashing. He's going the. Oh my god, a 19. Okay, that'll hit. That die spun forever. Okay, 14 slashing. It's more like it. As you begin to hack at the incapacitated tree, you take glowing chunks of. Oh my god! Green wood begins to fly everywhere. Oh god, no, kitty! Bad kitty!
Meow, meow, meow.
The
No
bonus
kitty.
attack? No kitty! This incapacitate. Oh god!
God, I just love watching a fighter just go fucking ham.
No! My tree!
And he launches just a salvo of glaive slashes, ends with a almost insulting hit with the blunt end, and then ends in stance, ending his turn.
Dreon manages to hack off an entire branch of the devil bough, hangs loosely at its side. Bonsai, you're up. Your vision range is limited.
What are you doing? Bonsai doesn't see what's happening because he can't see that far, but Saithius just swoops after Dreon, flying right above him, and goes after that hanging bough.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, this is going to get complicated. Sorry, it's going to take me a little practice. We're going to do a claw attack from Saithius. Is it advantage because he's incapacitated or no?
No, just normal.
Nope, that's done. Incapacitated just means they can't take actions.
24?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Is there a way that I can get it to do normal, like, ability stuff like everybody else?
Sorry, can you, what do you mean?
Or like Dreon's Polar Master, he just has the attack and damage in the same card. It looks like Saithius' claws do not do that.
Oh, I
Is that
don't
something
know
I could be wrong?
why. If you have him targeted, right?
Yep.
Hit the damage button, see if it works. I don't know why it didn't show up in the card.
14
It's really
slashing
weird.
damage?
I don't know why it's different. But you can continue.
Alright, well, that was also part of a Saithius pounce that was going on here. So he's
Ooh.
going to take a bite action as a bonus action. Oh, I screwed that up. Okay, misses with that, but as part of the pounce, the Devil Bow has to do a strength saving throw.
Alright, it's gonna make a strength save.
Okay, he succeeds. It's a DC 14.
Alright, just right on the money. The tree does not fall as the cat jumps on it.
And Saithius is going to take one more bite. See if that helps. 18.
That'll hit.
For an extra 10 piercing damage. Okay. And then, now that Bonsai can actually see what's going on, Bonsai is going to do a insight check. And not tell anything, but this looks evil. So Bonsai is going to try to smite the evil, and does a whip from the back of Saithius.
Ooh, okay, fancy. Okay, that's a little too fancy, gentlemen.
And we're feeling like Arctis doesn't like this thing, so we're going to throw in some
Smite?
Some
extra
smite.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
For it.
god.
Fine smite. We're gonna do this at a level 3.
What is that, 68?
It's gonna be separate. Apologies here, but this is the smite damage first. Just splinters off every last little bit of it and shoots the green stuff everywhere. Arctis did not like that corruption.
Oh my
Good
god,
job, everybody.
the light comes from literally nowhere as Bonsai splits the tree in twain. With a roar, it cracks loudly and falls in 2 separate green oozing pieces, off to each side.
Drion looks up to Bonsai. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's nice being able to actually catch up to you this time.
Drion walks back. I don't think the tracks were coming from that thing.
No, I don't think that they were.
Dreon, the tracks that you saw were definitely humanoid, as it was kneeling down.
All right, well, that wasn't exactly the best engagement, but it didn't really seem that strong, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Now that I know that there are tracks.
I need everybody to make me a perception check, please.
Looks like Drion and Flix are tied.
Drion and Flix, you hear a muffled croaking of a frog coming from the west. Like a huge toad.
You hear that, Drion? Like a frog or a toad?
I couldn't tell you which is which, but it's one of them.
Flix heard that there were tracks, so I also got a 17 on survival to follow the tracks.
Flix, the tracks are footprints. Small, humanoid, but not very small. Definitely some sort of medium-sized creature. They go down to the south.
It's Drion's stealth check. Drion moves quietly along the base of this giant tree above him.
Yeah, Flix will flit along stealthily. Oh my god, these rolls are garbage.
Still beat my
I mean,
roll.
you do literally have a flaming longsword in your hand right now. So
You do.
It glows red when trees are near.
Alright, I'll sheath my flaming longsword. Are you happy?
You get a +1 to your
Just saying.
stealth check.
Don't get to be sad about your stealth rolls being shitty when you're a glowing torch flying around.
It's irrelevant.
No, Saithius, follow the rest of them. Where are you going?
Oh.
Flix, as you dart under this tree, you come across a small cave entrance, and there is a wooden door obscured by bushes. You hear the croaking within.
I suggest that we knock politely.
What?
Well, actually, we have the bond up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should still have it up.
Yes, I suggest we knock politely. I mean, there were the sounds of battle. Whoever's inside may very well be terrified.
What possible benefit is there to knocking?
Well, if they're beings that we want to cooperate with, then knocking will make them more well-disposed to answering our questions than barging in and trying to kill them.
We are
Alright.
on an information gathering mission right now. It's worth noting, not a murder everything mission.
I know. This happened the last crew I was with, right? We were out at night. There was this Baron. We were trying to break into where he was. And this asshole with a trumpet just made a bunch of noise. Sure enough, we get inside. Everything's alerted. Could we just try to go in stealthily?
Well, why don't the rest of you hide, and I'll talk to them. And if they try to murder me, then you can murder them back.
All right, but I'm staying just out here. Drion moves over off to the side of the cave entrance. Just
Here, I'll even whip this up for you. I whip up an illusion so that they have stuff to hide behind.
Your friends become plants. Hidden by bushes.
Jokes on them, I already was.
I didn't change.
Just stand still.
It's the
Alright.
Guardians thing with Drax, where he just stands. He's like standing still, and he thinks like nobody can see him.
I can turn invisible. That was amazing.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
God damn it, Jason Bonsai.
Flix raps
Jason Ford.
smartly.
There we go.
Raps smartly on the door. Hello? We mean you no harm. We merely wish to visit and ask some questions. Does that mean we can come in? I understand frog. Is it speaking?
You hear two separate things. Some sort of loud croaking and, a feminine voice telling it to shush.
I can hear you that you're in there.
Who is it?
I am Flix, Duke of Cats.
What do you want?
Well, I have questions about the former guardians of the grove to the east.
There was
I
a
was
long
hoping that
pause behind the door.
We're seeking them, and as you're a resident here, we hoped that you might know where they went.
Why are you seeking them out?
Well,
She does not open the door.
We need to ask them questions about ancient pacts between Fae and the guardians of...
Shut up.
What's the toad saying?
Do you speak with animals?
Oh, no, I don't. I should. I need to learn that spell. Well, it's a rather long story, but the shortest version is that we want to ask them about ancient pacts between the Fae and the Guardians of the Grove. I mean, really, I promise, that's
but
it.
You're a Fae. Go ask your people.
Well, that's...
Leave me alone.
Well, you sound as though you might have some information for us, and perhaps we have something to trade for you.
Flix, make me a wisdom save.
Sure. Can I make a persuasion check, too?
No, make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Where the hell are my saving throws? Yeah. I'm going to fail this wisdom save. Probably. No, I got a 19.
Okay. Flix, she mentioned that you were a Fae. She has not seen you. You have not seen her. How does she know you're a fairy?
Oh, I figured that my natural charm oozed through my voice.
You are a little too wise to, you catch on that for some reason she has seen you.
Wait a minute, how do you know that I'm a Fae?
What? What do you mean?
Well, you haven't seen me yet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, just open the door and let's have some tea and have a proper chat. Doors are terrible for conversation.
What? Open my door to a fairy? Are you crazy? Inviting trouble under my doorstep? Shoo! Be off with you. I don't need your tricks or presents today. Fairy, I have not done anything wrong to the creatures. It's fine. Why are you tormenting me?
I'm not tormenting you. I might even have gifts for you.
No! You always have gifts. I don't want your damned gifts.
Wait, okay, perhaps... Well, what if I told you that there were non-Fae
Go on,
here
I will sick my mud mutt on you.
Sai saying, hey! Hey!
He's saying it towards us or towards his companion?
Towards you guys. Hey! But not. It's like a dog would say, like, there's something outside.
It's just barking. Hey. It's just barking.
Hey!
Got it. Bonsai communicates that to the rest of the party through the link.
Alert!
Like, hey, the frog is
Alert!
just a sensor. I don't know if that's helpful.
Dreon turns around the corner, losing patience.
Wait.
Let us in. This door's coming down.
No, Treon, we're not here to harm anyone.
You hear a soft chuckle behind the door.
Did the door unlock?
No, the door locked.
Oh.
Oh, that's how we want to do it today.
No, that is not how we want to do it. Look, we really are just here for some information. If you answer some questions about where the gardens are...
I'm going to sick my frog on you if you don't, and you and your band of abnormally attractive people do not leave this instant.
Well, you can see us. You can see who we are. Do we look like villains?
What does that even mean?
Well, we're not here to
You
harm
look
anyone.
like a mischievous fae, a cat with splinters of my demon wood in his fingernails.
It's a Leonin!
Whatever. A witch and some dryad.
Oh, was that your tree? Terribly sorry. It tried to eat us. We didn't mean to kill it.
Drion slides the blade of
It's
the
been
glaive in between the door and the wall, and is beginning to try to use the glaive blade to leverage the door open.
Okay. Make me a strength check.
Felix says sort of quietly. You realize that this undermines the whole we're here with peaceful intentions things, right?
You are breaking my concentration.
Drion, it is not enough to open the door. You slam your sword inside, and it does not budge.
Oh, honestly, we're here to dispatch the slow. Whatever is corrupting these woods, is that of interest to you, or is it not?
Right, it would perhaps restore the flow to the ley lines. Ley lines, you said something about that, right, Rain?
Well, yes. The slow is affecting the ley lines.
Stop clipping through my terrain.
Oh, sorry. So I would just did a little swoop around to see if there's any other exit. Didn't notice anything.
I would like to make a persuasion skill check, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool.
Sure, as long as Drion doesn't interrupt it by slamming his sword in the door, which will completely negate it.
It is a glaive, okay?
No, I'm sorry, a glaive.
Wait. Flix gently, pries your blade out of the crack. Just let me try one more time.
No, he already did. He withdrew the glaive. It's in the chat.
All right. I vow that I am not here to play any tricks on you. I vow it on hook and crook, on web and mist, from now until a year and a day. We really do just want some information.
Did you hear that, Mud? Fairy made a vow.
God damn it!
Oh!
Oh,
Jesus!
Remember the last fairy who made a vow to us?
Yeah.
And what did you do to that last fairy who broke his vow?
I ate him. Bonsai, you are the only one who...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can we chat? Tea? Pleasantries? Etc.? Flix has no idea. He rolled a 1.
Flix, that wasn't very convincing.
Well, I'm going to open the door now. Oh, hello.
In front of you is not a large toad. Hello?
Oh.
Load. Not a
It's
large
like a frog dog.
frog dog.
Oh, I love that.
It is a
You
dog
are
with frog-like features.
adorable, and I love you, and you're amazing.
Alert! 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 The mud mutt takes up
Flix,
the entire area of the door.
Ah! My door! What are you doing? Shut that at once! This is my home! You bastard
thought we-
fae!
What? All right, fine. He
If-
closes the door. Your frog dog's very cute, though.
The good boy. What?
Seems it.
Drion telepathically asks, does this sort of thing usually take this long for you all?
Well, we're actually trying to negotiate, so sometimes people are willing to speak right off the bat.
Listen,
This...
the word of a fairy means nothing to me, you damnable pests, but you have an elf in your envoy. Have her make the vow, and I will consider letting you in.
I think she's spoken for.
All right, Rain?
I don't want
Remember,
her hand
Arctis
in
is-
marriage, you very furball, hocked up loogie of a cat.
Well, don't insult. Don't you insult Drion. We're here to be friendly.
Drion opens the door again.
Ah!
No, Dreon, don't open the door. It breaks trust.
Now, get out of the way, Flix.
Leave my door alone.
What is it that a elf instills confidence in you?
Honestly.
I mean, I understand the whole fairy bit, but
Oh,
How dare
you
you?
lot tend to be honorable and keep to your word. And more than those
Racist.
damnable fairies.
How dare you?
I give you my word, we're here to contend with the corruption of this place, and particularly anything derived from the slow. That is our primary purpose, and to do so, we're looking for the guardians of this place. Either the old Arboreans, or what remains of them, or preferably the ravens who made pacts with them in ages past.
Which
That
is
is
what
our
I
purpose.
totally
Flix-
said.
Yes, understood. But you're a fairy.
I'm an unusually trustworthy fairy.
Actually, he is quite unusually trustworthy for a fairy, but regardless, I assure you that is our only purpose here.
But
you can help
let
with
them
that.
in. Let them in.
The dog nudges open the door, allows you to pass. It squeezes back through a smaller entrance at the back of the cave, barely getting its girth through the narrow opening, retreats back to its nest.
Hello?
The room is empty. That's strange.
Rain still has detect magic up. Does she detect anything?
There is a lot in here that is magical, but you do, you notice where this person is hiding. She has turned herself into a stump and is hiding amongst the seats to the north. She is the very last stump here in the room.
Rain will step over here and sit next to the stump.
The stump opens its eyes and narrows its eyes at you, which is a very strange thing. Understanding that the jig is up, she appears, replacing the stump quickly. Before you is a wizened old woman who appears to be one with the wood around her. Similar moss and swampy foliage grow all over her body. A thick, wet slug slimes its way down one shoulder. Over her shoulder are bountiful packs of mushrooms, which she has been harvesting with the small dagger at her side. Other potions and concoctions of hers hang from her belt. And she leans upon a gnarled, wizened staff, where a single small skull dangles from it. Rain, you can make me an investigation check to discern the nature of the skull, or a nature check, which will have a lower DC. It is very clearly a raven skull.
Okay. Terribly sorry. Apologize for my compatriots. We're not always the best sometimes with pleasantries. I am Rain Silversong, servant of Queen Selene of the Twilight Court. And this is Flix, Duke of Cats.
See, I did call it honorable. Part of a court? So fancy you are.
I suppose that's true, yes. And that's Drion Stormbrace and Bonsai, formerly returned Arborean, actually.
Don't be ridiculous. The Arborians are long gone from this world.
Well, presumably they were, but at least Bonsai is now back.
Drion looks over
would
at
not
Bonsai.
be The only band of adventurers bringing a lost, wayward dryad around here, seeking an old wood hag's wisdom in order to discern their true nature. Honestly, I'm pretty tired of being the dryad genealogy device.
I don't think we're actually concerned with his genealogy. We kind of just accept it. We're actually, like I said, we are looking for the former guardians of this place. The ravens who used to live here.
Drion steps in front of the door.
Ravens!
The frog dog. And looks at Bonsai. You should probably go over there. It seems like that's all relevant to you.
Oh, this mud mutt seems kind of interesting, though. Pretty intelligent.
Hey, Drion shrugs.
The mud mutt drools a lot and just makes Sism and swamp.
Good boy. Bonsai just rolls a good berry over to it, and then steps back to the rest of the group.
Gives it a sniff.
Drion continues to watch the mud mutt.
And Drion, just you can size up the mud mutt.
Drion is taking a minute to learn all of the mud mutt's secrets.
He has fleas.
Forgive. Would you kindly shut the door? You're letting the wet air in.
Certainly.
Thank you. So polite.
Well, I've been trying to be, at the very least. I introduce myself. I'm Flix, Duke of Cats. This is Rain Silversong. That's Bonsai. And that's Drion Storm. I've got it.
Drion looks up. Do we really need a second round of introductions?
Did literally just do this, Flix.
Oh.
We were actually waiting for her to introduce herself.
Yes, I'm Greenmouth. You can call me Greenmouth. My friends call me Della.
Very well, Greenmouth. Look forward to being able to call you Della by the end of our excursion here.
So polite. Very well. Miss Silversong, you may have a word at my table. Sit. Make yourself comfortable upon my squishy stools.
I was totally going to say that, Stole the words right out of my mouth.
Yes. Would you like some rhyme shroom tea?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
We'd be honored by your hospitality.
The mud mutt croaks at Drion. Drion, make me an insight check. Damn, that's a big boy.
Still big.
He puffs out his glands at you, Drion. Della is busy making tea. What are you all doing?
So Drion by this point would know the frog dog strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current HP, total class levels, if any, and fighter class levels, if any.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
okay.
fine. You don't need to tell me. I'm just
no,
letting
that's
you know.
fine. Sorry. It has. I'll give you a range. It has over 200 hit points. It's its armor class.
Yep.
15. Its strength
Yep.
score. 19.
Yep. Oof.
What else?
It's its dex score
20.
and let's see, constitution score.
15.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's everything I would know.
You get the measure of the Mudmutt's worth. It seems like a formidable opponent.
Drion continues to stand there with his glaive watching the Mudmutt.
She brings back some tea for each of you.
There you are. Yes, earthy.
She places it for everybody.
Thank you very much. I don't have much. He sort of rifles through his bag. I have this. I have some chef's treats if you would like to accept a gift in return with no strings attached.
She waves her hand. No gifts from Faye. No gifts from Faye. Period.
He passes the treat over to Rain. What about from a trustworthy elf?
She rained the side eye.
They are really quite delicious.
So long ago.
Rain takes one and dips it in the tea and passes another one to Della. Is Della drinking tea as well?
No, she's not.
Just across the, telepathically, we should all drink the tea.
Well, I suppose I will be the first. He takes up the tea, smiles graciously at Greenmouth, sniff,
Smells
inhale
earthy,
the
like
aroma,
mushrooms.
appreciatively. Can I roll in order to know anything about the mushrooms that she mentioned?
Sure, make me a nature check.
Yeah, 18.
Rhyme shroom are grown in cold and wet areas, commonly used as a hallucinogenic purposes. Taken in some ritualistic regards, can help people enter the dreaming.
Interesting. Well, here goes. He'll sip the tea appreciatively.
She takes a sip after Flix drinks it.
Delicious. Thank you.
Now, go on. Tell me your plight.
Flix
Well-
opens his mouth to speak and then shuts it with a click and nods
She
to
points
Rain.
at Flix, not you.
Yes, I know.
As I mentioned,
I got tea.
we are here to try and find some trace of the old guardians of these woods. As I also mentioned, we are trying to combat the effects of the slow, not just here, but across a lot of Arctis. And our quest has led us here.
Well, your quest has happened many, many, many years too late, young elf. The previous guardians of this forest are long gone. The Arboreans dead. Anything that would have remained from them sealed away. Sorry. Your venture left with empty hands.
What of the ravens that used to live here with the Arborians? Surely they're not all dead. I'm assuming that they've gone somewhere, however.
The ravens! Oh, my dear. Sip your tea, I will tell you.
Rain will dip the little, chef cookie in the tea and crunch it.
If that chef cookie is from Scythius, that is 2 weeks too old.
Oh, well.
When the Arboreans.
I mean, it's a hard, crunchy cookie. It's not going to go bad super quick.
It's a little hard. It's like hardtack. I crunch it, snaps in Rain's mouth instead of crumbles. Yep, that's stale.
But the Arboreans, unable to combat. The origin of the slow. They began to notice some becoming twisted, corrupted, and losing any sense of self. Slow had a terrible effect on the Arbor as it traveled through their veins as sure as water, the roots of the tree. But the Arboreans realized that they were too close to the land they were trying to save. Did whatever they could, try and sever tie they had to the land seal themselves away until the slow was no longer a threat. They were too close. This slow, this poison had ravaged the land. And after the root of the world disappeared from this land, the creature in it, too, began to feel the effects of this blue lava.
I'm sorry, one moment.
Yes?
You said they sealed themselves away. Was that the sealing spell that we found further to the east?
Ah, you've wandered the whispering. See, sealing spell with its weight.
Expired magic now, regrettably. But that insinuates that whatever they sealed could still be salvageable if we moved quickly.
But there is no being alive save an Arborean. Arborean open that seal. They would
Yes,
know
it's
if,
quite the conundrum.
well, if any walked this world, they too would become corrupted, slow, as their roots sink into the ground. People too will lose their minds.
He looks
As
at
you said,
Bonsa.
luckily there's no, Arborians here. Just dryads with an identity crisis.
Because your friend has not lost his wits about him yet, already tells me that he is merely a confused dryad. Sorry, but you're not the chosen. Drink your tea and be off with you. Let this
But you
all
were
pass.
saying the ravens, though.
After the Arborians were gone, the land suddenly began to, the land suffused with the Arborians' magic, began to twist under the effects of the slow. And the ravens, who had tied themselves to the Arborians in many ways, spiritually as well, the ravens they abandoned power in their cavern, were the first to feel the effects of the slow, and they became trapped in forms not quite human, not quite bird. They became more or less twisted harpies, the females consuming males, creating matriarchy. Is that not what you wanted?
It is, actually.
The were
So they're not
ravens,
very friendly, is what you're saying.
they are no more, and their lineage, their hatchlings, are full of spite and for any that are close to the whispering.
What if, some chosen Arborian were to walk the earth and unseal what's been sealed, and some enterprising adventurers were to stem the tide of the slow here?
And then the harpies
That
would descend upon those caverns with a fury rivaled by the ascended. The ravens were abandoned by the Arborians and left to die as they were twisted to death by the magic. The harpies are no friends to the Arborians now and harbor a deep hatred.
Duly noted.
So they would want some sort of vengeance.
Vengeance? They would want your flesh and bones to dangle off the boughs of their trees that they shit upon.
Do you think they have records from the old times? Tablets, that sort of thing?
Do you think I go wandering through harpy nests? Very
Well, you seem capable. I imagine that you go where you want.
I have no interest in dealing with a flock of harpies that would prefer to flay my flesh from bone. No, thank you. I keep to myself. And the harpies, the bows are deep enough where they cannot dive bomb me very well. And the devil bow, well, was the devil bow, kept them at bay.
Well, I do hope that you can grow it back quickly.
She looks over at Drian and back at you.
Your kitty did a number on it.
Yes, I do apologize about that. It did try to eat us. First, I mean. I suppose, do you remember any of the ancient pacts that the Fae might have had with the beings here? The Arboreans in particular. It seems to me you've got your ear to the ground.
My ear is the ground. The Fae
Precisely my point.
The Fae and the Arboreans did sleep together. Their true relationship. All that information is locked away with the Arborians themselves.
So perhaps we don't need to deal with the harpies directly in any event. We just need to find the one true Arborian to open the seal.
Yes, a simple task.
She looks over at Bonsai and back to you.
Please, when is this Fae going to end this farce? You can drop the illusion, my dear boy.
She looks at Flix.
Illusion? Oh, you're talking about the one outside? I completely forgot. He drops it.
She blinks. She looks at Bonsai. He didn't change at all.
No. I made some bushes outside for my friends to hide behind when we didn't know if you were dangerous or
That's
not.
not what I was talking about!
Right, well, I mean, the bonsai is bonsai. That's it. That's an Arborean. Resurrected when a seed was driven down the previous being's throat and would have spawned a corrupted Arborean, but was purified by the magic of Arctis itself.
Or something like that.
It's something like that. It's very complicated. I make up a different story every time, but it did involve a corrupted seed and this one's former incarnation, which has been replaced by this one. Complicated.
Well,
She looks at Bonsai.
may I?
She lifts up her hand near Bonsai's chin.
Sure.
She takes your chin and moves her head back and forth, grabs your branches, shakes them a little bit.
Would you like to taste a good berry? You might learn more.
Yes, give me one.
Bonsai gladly gives her one.
Another.
Sure.
Quickly.
They grow every day, and no one else will take them.
Quickly.
Another!
Bonsai gives the remaining, I think, 5 that are still growing.
I'd be more willing to eat them if you didn't tell me what they were.
She sniffs Bonsai.
Flix, if your carrots talk to you, would you not eat them?
Wait, what?
Not. She walks around you.
You are no dryad. That is certain. I have... Yes. That is what should be done.
She takes a seat.
Everyone, come sit.
Drian looks over with a raised brow.
And you too, Arbor.
He shuts the door on the mud dog and grunts. And he takes a seat.
She drains the rest of the tea, smacks her lips.
The only way you are going to avoid the harpies and get any information on how to get to where the Arborians are will be to try and find the memories for yourself. It seems I have anticipated your problem, answered it. Fine. This rhyme shroom tea will allow your mind to wander. Perhaps it will give you a vision. Something hidden within you that the rhyme shroom will help coax out. It may
A
be
vision quest.
may be a little disorienting, but these are quite fun, aren't they, Dreamling?
She looks at Flix.
I rather think so. Oh, I probably should have warned everyone that the mushroom that this tea is made out of has certain visiony properties.
Oh, am I supposed to consume that?
Well, now, yes, certainly.
Bonsai pours it onto their feet.
She gets a little spray bottle and sprays Bonsai in the face with it.
There you go. Don't forget to moisturize your branches.
Oh, thank you.
She sprays Dreon a little bit.
Bad kitty. Bad.
Dreon actually growls at this.
You scratched my tree. You get sprayed.
Your dumb fucking tree attacked us.
Guess where my dumb fucking tree attacks everyone. That's its entire purpose.
Well, now it's dead.
Well, all right.
She sprays you again.
Bad.
Stop. Let us be at peace. We are here to discover things and bring what once was back into the world in the best way possible. Minus claws and spray. Yes?
Then drink up, and let's all embark on a little venture together, shall we?
That is where we will stop today's session, as Della Greenmouth will introduce you all to a little bit of wood hag magic. And she attempts to lure you into the dreaming to find more information about where and how to access where the Arborians may have left their knowledge.
Trusting a hag to go on a dream quest. Yep, this tracks.
I mean,
Nothing can go wrong.
Seems to be okay so far.
Yes,
Definitely.
and nothing could go wrong.
Definitely, Dreon's internal monologue is like, Jesus Christ, my life has gone to shit.
Good thing we have a
this.
fairy who can, manipulate the dream on his whim.
Nah, probably not.
But that will be it, as we will probably enter Bonsai's dream, so Flix will not be able to see what kind of weird memories have locked away that we can.
We're gonna run into Saithius again, aren't we? No!
No!
Oh no! It's gonna be one of those episodes.
And Saithius is gonna be like, we're gonna try to reconcile with Saithius and be like, hey, maybe we just didn't give you a fair shot, and hey, sorry. And Saithius is gonna be like, it's okay. You all should have just done what I said.
We're gonna try to apologize. We tried to give you a fair shot. We did it 90 times. 90 times we gave Sai a fair shot.
But
Flix would lose his fucking mind.
But did you see the biscuits I left you?
I don't know. From his perspective, everything turned out great.
I don't
He's
know
a-
what kind of weird tag Sai's into. We're getting ripped apart from the inside by a demon seed is considered a great time.
That did 0 damage. He was totally good. It was just that weird claw thing that was the problem. And that was weeks before.
All right, I didn't poop. I didn't poop.
Wow.
Yay!
Woo! All right, good.
Hopefully
good
you still
session.
can when you want to, though. and that doesn't become a different problem.
Oh no. Oh no! Well, thank you guys for playing today. Greatly appreciate it. And we will delve more into Bonsai's secret. I hope you enjoyed the lore-filled session.
I did. Thank you very much, Christina.
Something trees?
Something tree?
I definitely had the Mark Wahlberg staring into the camera, like, do you think it could be trees? moment.
And we will leave it as that.
Cool.
Thanks for joining. I will see you guys next week.
Oh, good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
All right, everybody. That is it for Arctis today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Catch our VODs in full and edited over at Arctis DD on YouTube. Watch our shorts and our funny moments over on TikTok and on Twitter at PlayArctis. I'm your DM, Zarina. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody being here, Nukiashi, etc. Thank you, Jadas. Thank you all. Thank you, Nukiashi, for the chat guidance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.